for anybody who's even certainly a player that's thinking about making the transition to behind the bench, or just anybody that's interested in coaching in general, what advice would you give to somebody who's just maybe thinking about starting to dip their toe in and maybe pursue coaching seriously? What advice would you give them?
I mean, I would say do it, to be honest with you. It's incredible. And I think on top of just doing it, find mentors that you trust and rely on and believe in what they, put forward. I mean, like I was really fortunate to grow up around my dad who was doing skill development and doing it with some pretty, high end players and people. And I was able to meet a lot of coaches that I really admired. And then, ultimately when I'm 20, I get traded to Listowel and start playing for Jason Brooks. And that was when like I started just kind of realize like playing wasn't going to be what I made a living off of in hockey. And he started to talk to me and kind of mentor me in regard to, getting into coaching. And the first team that I coached was his son Callum's U13 Lakers team, I think. That would have been 3 years ago now. Yeah. So I had an opportunity to do that and really fell in love with it. And halfway through that year, he took me to a Cyclones game and took me down afterwards to see Kohler again. And Kohler asked if I would have interest in joining their staff. And, like just find mentors like people like that are willing to give you their time, willing to give you their honest opinion. A lot of people are going to feed you shit. You need to find people that are even going to tell you the things you don't want to hear. And to have the opportunity to take that information in and learn from it and find ways to, kind of just redraw things out on what your roadmap is. That's a real important part of it. And you know what, like give back to the game. It's whether you're a player or a parent or whatever it might be, like the game's given so much to any of us that have played it, and to like think that you're too good or not want to give back is kind of a shame in my eyes. Like it's incredible to see like last year in Listowel, we have a group of 23 to 25 young men that are going to remember each other for the rest of their lives, and lucky enough to do it again this year. And it doesn't just have to be through winning that happens, right? It's like you can cultivate such a positive and incredible environment in whatever space you're working in, especially to young coaches. It's like these guys look up to us, and you know what, to earn their respect, it's hard to do that. But once you do that, they know that they can have fun with you, but there's also a time to lock in and dial it back. And you know what? Yeah, go for it. Chase that dragon and have some fun with it while you're at it. Cause this is, especially, from a coach's perspective, it's an incredibly beautiful game, right? It's like when your team's playing great, it's like poetry in motion. And when your team's playing like shit, it's like fucking nails on a chalkboard. And there's really no in between. So to get to see both sides of it and have to, be able to go through that and find ways to manage your emotions and not be, attached to everything. Things are going to go wrong. How do we, act to make things proper when they are wrong? And that's a cool thing. I think to anyone chasing coaching, you're going to find out a lot about yourself. How you deal with conflict, how you deal with officials, right? It's like, imagine doing that job. Imagine doing a job where no matter what you do, 50% of the populace thinks you're a idiot. It's like, right? So unless it's something really bad, why yell at them? They're people too. Your players aren't perfect. You're not perfect as a staff. The officials aren't perfect. Just live with it, right? So, yeah, there's my little TED talk for you.
I like it. This is good advice. Luke Israel,